So this is a photo of the last time I got to see my grandfather. Now, a year or two before this photo was taken, I gave my grandpa a call and I said, "Grandpa, you've always told me some really good stories over the years. I would love to hear some more. Maybe we can get on a video call every now and then and I can record it." And he said, "Of course, I would love to do that." And, I was young and I really didn't prioritize it in the way that I wish I had, because I unfortunately lost out on that opportunity, and he passed away a month or two after this photo was taken. So I share that story because it's part of my own, but I think it's relevant to my brand, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit more later on. So who am I? I'm a husband. A lot of you know Brittany. She was in the group before I was, representing our company. And I'm a father. My daughter is 15 months old now and means absolutely everything to me. I have a bachelor's degree in film and video from Columbia College Chicago, and I focused on screenwriting and video editing. So I just have a good foundation for storytelling when it comes to video. And I have 15 years of experience. I worked for 11 years for a video production company filming live events around the world, and I've spent the last 4 years working on my own business. So what do? I do storytelling with video, and the best way for me to show that to you is just to show you a video I've done.
Who are your clients to you on a human-to-human level?
Yeah, they're my family. They are my family. From the day that they come in here and entrust me and say, of all the lawyers out there, I'm coming to you, and I'm putting my faith and trust in you to help me or to help my family. They become our family. And if the insurance company wants to get to my client, they got to climb through me to do it. I grew up in Laredo, Texas, a town on the border of Mexico. I had one brother and one sister, and there was a time where we didn't have a place to stay. There's times where we didn't have food to eat. At one point, everything I had, I carried around in a U-Haul box, and it was full of books. And I would read the books and dream of one day doing better. My brother became a psychologist, and he studied at Yale. And he was my little brother. 6 years ago, he decided to end his life over our childhood. In 2017, I had to pick myself back up from rock bottom. And I decided that I was going to live, and I was going to just give it my all, regardless of the outcome. I think about people going through a tough time because maybe a crash or some other incident where they're hurt and their family's going through our time and they're just trying to make it. And I want to be the person that maybe I could have been better for my little brother.
So this is Brian Gutierrez, and we created that brand story for him and his law firm out of Texas. And I've created a lot of other videos similar to it for other law firms and other businesses. So why do I do what I do? I love to tell stories. Ever since I was a kid, taking my dad's camcorder and making goofy movies with my friends, to now and helping businesses tell their story. And my grandfather, he was a storyteller. And I really regret not being able to tell more of his stories and hear more of them. But I did get to hear a lot of them, and it had a big impact on me, so much so that my final film in school was called Lessons from Grandpa, and it was 3 stories that he told me that I turned into a short film that was a comedy. And so I don't really think it's good to carry that kind of regret around with you, and I think the best thing I can do for people is just to help others tell their stories. So that's what Jocqua Media does. Jocqua Media tells stories. Jocqua Media is a video production company that tells stories through video strategies for businesses that want to grow. And the way we do that is we put video on a website. So similar to the video you just saw, that was a shortened version of a brand story video. Video on social media, if you follow PlumRight, you've seen some of my work there. And then video as advertisements. What we do for PlumRight is we take their most successful social media posts and we tweak them and we turn them into ads and we run them on Facebook. And we've been having success with that. And this is just some other examples of my work on websites. When people are out on the internet and they're looking for a business to work with, there's really no better way to stand out than with video, because it allows you to tell someone who you are and what you do and why you do it, and all from your own mouth, and create that emotional connection with your clients and potential clients. And so it can be used in a lot of different ways, and that's just some of it, how it's been used for my clients. And then as far as social media goes, it's just where attention is these days. People are looking at Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and if you want to stay top of mind with your clients, best thing to do is post as much as you can. That's some success that we've had with some of our clients, tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands to millions of views across our videos. So for me and my business, it really all comes back to story, but a large part of that is structure. And the same way that I structure my brand story videos and a lot of my videos is how I've actually structured my presentation today. And so I'm going to talk about that and the way that I put it together. I start with a hook. I started with an emotional story that a lot of people can connect with because a lot of people have lost someone and had regret around that, right? And once I hooked you and got your attention, I then told you who I am and the experience that I have and why you should be able to listen to me and trust me on this particular topic. And then the what. What is it that I actually do? What's the service that I provide? And I showed you an example of a video that I've actually delivered to a client. And then the why. Well, it's important to me and it was important to my grandfather and I want to carry on that tradition. And then the how. I put video on websites, social media, and I run them as advertisements. And so this is how I structure all my videos. Primarily, most of these pieces go into my brand story video, but some of them go into my social media posts. And it's how you can draw people in and create connections with your clients. And so I generally will end them with a call to action. And that's how I'm going to end my presentation today is these are the types of businesses I would like to work with. I want to work with law firms, private practice doctors, people in the trades. And then for marketing and ad agencies, I want to work with those that don't have an internal video production team or internal video person, because I would like to be that video person for them so I can tell the stories of their clients. And just some things to listen out for would be, maybe someone's not happy with their marketing or they think that it's old and stagnant and they want to try something new. Perhaps they've never tried video and they would like to use it in the future. Or maybe they have used video in the past, but they want to update it and make it a little bit more cinematic, and I can help them with that. So I'm going to end here with, I think everyone has a story to tell. I don't think I'm special, and I don't think Brian Gutierrez is special. I don't think you have to have some huge, dramatic, life-changing event happen to you in order to have a story to tell. I think everyone has a story to tell, and I think every business has a story to tell and that they should. And so my ask is that you can help me help others tell their story. Thank you.